Coming up on Look Today, the Glens Falls Hospital will be launching its Telepsychiatry Pilot Program. I've got details. Plus, we got continuing coverage of the release of the Fiscal Report from the Saratoga Springs City Charter Review Commission. More on that coming up. And the City of Saratoga Springs sees another project completed in its Complete Streets initiative. I have those details all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone. I'm Jay Hood Jackson. This is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Barbara Kolarova. Now, she's Artistic Director, Lake George Music Festival, and she stopped by today to talk about a very special recital that's taking place at the Strand Theater in Hudson Falls this Saturday. I also sit down with Samantha Bosshart. She's Executive Director, Saratoga Springs Preservation Foundation. And we're joined by Takis Walter. She's an artist and a juror for the upcoming Trask Art Show. And they're here to talk about the event that's happening at the Canfield Casino on October 5th. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, you know there's a growing need for mental health treatment options in our area. Well, Glens Falls Hospital is working to make this happen. The hospital's Telepsychiatry Pilot Program is planning to be launched and will be made available at the primary care units. Now, telepsychiatry offers mental health treatment to patients remotely, and it utilizes computer science technology. We spoke to Teresa Alvaro. She's Surface Line Administrator for Behavioral Health at Glens Falls Hospital.
Nationally, there's huge challenges these days with recruiting psychiatrists, and we felt we needed to find an innovative way to be able to continue to address the large patient demand, not only within the local community, but within the surrounding area. And we believe by way of using technology, we'll not only be able to deliver and meet that demand, we'll be able to do that in a very clear, concise, and expeditious manner.
Wow, what an innovative program. All right, in other news, well, we got continuing coverage concerning the release of the Fiscal Report that was released by the Saratoga Springs City Charter Commission. Now, as we told you the other day, the report details projected savings the city would realize by cutting certain positions. Now, as you probably know, there are those who are critical of this report, stating it's unrealistic and not representational of the true cost. Well, we reached out to Jeff Altamari. Now, he wrote the report, and he explained it in further detail, also making comparisons to a similar city manager form of government.
There's a city manager, and she has 11 direct reports, and they're directors. The police chief, the fire chief, director of finance, etc. Those are director level positions. We have a whole echelon of director or senior manager positions in our city government, but we also have these layers, these interposing layers of management, deputies that turn over, commissioners elected to 2-year terms. This model, costs them about $5 million a year less than ours. They have about 60 fewer people. And I'm saying, why can't we, why isn't that a compelling argument?
Wow, this is a very complicated issue. And as you can tell, people are very passionate about it, and they're also really delving into the details. We're going to have a lot more coverage on this topic in the weeks to come. All right, switching from news to weather. We had another day, summer-like weather. We were stuck working, of course, but let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thank you, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponster with your first look weather update. You should look at the national maps. We have high pressure across the south as well as towards the mid-Atlantic. We have a stationary front boundary weakening as it makes its way through parts of the Midwest. Cold front boundary trying to make its way into portions of New England with Tropical Storm Jose spinning just off the coast of Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. As you look at across the Northeast weather outlook, temperatures generally upper 40s, 50s, 52 in Albany. So we'll look at across the Capital District, just lower 50s, 52 in Fort Edward and Greenwich, 53 Whitehall. So a light jacket will be necessary across our area for Thursday night into Friday morning, especially early morning hours on Friday morning. will be under partly cloudy skies, so at least no threat of wet weather. We'll continue to see plenty of sunshine, 79 the afternoon high with a northeast breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Out the door, north winds at 5 miles per hour with sunshine, temps in the upper 50s to near 60. Extended forecast will rapidly warm up, feeling more like summertime as we'll see near record highs potentially as we head towards Saturday into Sunday, maybe even on Monday, as well as with upper 80s for highs and lows in the lower 60s with winds generally out of the east and southeast. Plenty of sunshine every day. Be prepared for some patchy fog, though, by Sunday morning. Otherwise, we should remain dry, a little bit more cloud covering, a little bit cooler weather by Tuesday. That's the first look weather forecast. Meteorologist Clarence Ponser. Now I'll send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks very much, Clarence. All right, back to the news. Well, Saratoga Springs City Council met recently and provided an update on the Complete Streets Initiative. Now, the initiative advocates more connectivity throughout Saratoga Springs, as well as increased awareness for the safety of pedestrians. Now, a final section of sidewalk near the Geyser Elementary School was completed recently, which would increase safety for students. Now, this section of the road will also eventually connect to the future Geyser Road Trail, which will then become part of the Greenbelt Initiative. Wow. We were at Saratoga Springs City Council meeting where Kate Maynard spoke. Now, she's principal planner for Saratoga Springs.
As the mayor noted, as the council is well aware, Complete Streets is a concept to accommodate all users and modes on streets. Has been a popular concept in the community, has been supported unanimously by the council in terms of the Complete Streets plan that was recently adopted, as well as the original Complete Streets policy.
Now, you can watch the Saratoga City Council meetings complete, unedited, right here on Look TV. Go to our website, look for the schedule for when we're airing it. Up next, I sit down with Barbara Kolarova. She's Artistic Director of Lake George Music Festival. She's here to talk about a very special recital that's taking place at the Strand Theater in Hudson Falls this Saturday. And I also sit down with Samantha Bosshart. She's Executive Director, Saratoga Springs Preservation Foundation. And we're joined by Takese Walter. Now, she's an artist and a juror for the Trask Art Show. And they're here to talk about the upcoming event. It's happening October 5th at the Canfield Casino. But first, if you've seen what's happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. I've got an interesting look out tonight. It goes to Dana Peck. Dana works here at Look Media, and she's young, she's enthusiastic, and she's dedicated. So we gave her a shot. We said, you want to go out and shoot some segments for this new show we're doing, Her Look? Well, she not only rose to the occasion, but she's doing a fabulous job. And she's on location right now, as a matter of fact. We shot 3 brand new segments for this show, which we will be premiering starting next week. And they are very influential women in our region. So, Dana, you get the lookout tonight. Also, another lookout has to go to Barbara Kolarova. She's the Artistic Director, Lake George Music Festival. She had a solo concert recital that's planned this Saturday at the Strand Theater in Hudson Falls. And because she heard about Hurricane Harvey, she's dedicating all the proceeds from that concert to help the victims of that hurricane. That's given back to the community, by the way. And one last look out to everyone that's involved in the discussion concerning the change in the form of government in Saratoga. I just want to give you all a look out. I hear about this every single day from a lot of people with a lot of detail. And what I said at the end of that segment today is really true. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of intellectual curiosity about this, and there are a lot of people working very hard to help us all make the right decision when November rolls around. That's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. And tonight on Look TV, it's sold. That's our call-in auction program, Great Estate Jewelry and Coins, and you can call in. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.